this is game 2 of the friendly scrim that I'm casting. So I'm just quickly typing something. My stream online as well. I was already online, I mean I just changed the title of my stream. Yeah, bit of a change here. Batmeister is on AoN side now. Okay, wait, let me just... Let me just quickly tell them something. Sit asseblief spanname gou aan. Wie ook, soos enigiemand, ek seker iemand sal kan, net dat ek julle span iets kan noem.
Rishon het jy nou besluit wat jy wil doen?
Ja,
ek kan nie.
Rowan?
Oh ja, so kan maar search.
Nee, wacht even.
Hey Johnny?
Ja, bye.
Sit ek team name so?
As jy die lobby gaan staan, my wat nou weer gaan dadelik cancel my spectate.
Jy moet eers 'n team maak voordat jy 'n team naam kan opsit.
Ek is besig
Ek weet nie hoe dit volk nie.
Maak het enigiets wat as julle ergens in julle Dota carrière 'n team name gemaak het, sou julle daar so langs die dier 'n afpyltjie sien wat julle kan klik.
As jy steeds beleef dan.
Always, kies as ons raak. Ek was besig om my replay te kyk.
Wat Wiki? Wiki?
Of julle kan net almal AoN voor julle name sit, dit sal ook werk.
Ja, dit.
Ek het 'n team create my wysie.
Hier dan weer uit en dan weer in die lobby ingaan.
Hoe sal jy my net in die lobby weer move?
Wat? Ek kan nie... Wat vind ek doen?
Never mind, then it's alright.
Shaal, jou stem is so mooi op my casting. So...
Dankie.
So fucking... relaxing wat ek al sê, soos dat sal tipe effek.
Dis baie nice om te sê, ja. Dankie.
Ja. So ek weet nie of jy al gecheck het al video's op YouTube nie, van die mense wat dit so fluister.
Ja, is dit ASMR?
Ek denk nogal goed is en al, ja.
Dankie. Ja, wat, sit maar net... Maybe AoN vir julle name, dit sal ook werk. Dit sal maklik as niemand nou 'n team name het wat hulle kan aansit nie. Anders dat Vincent leave net vinnig die slot, dan kan ek dalk dit gou aansit.
Nou hè.
Ek het AoN maak of die Dota 2 Mafia.
AoN.
Nee. Maar as ek leave, dan gaan dit weer af.
Ag, is fyn.
Ag, ek sê julle, maar sit net AoN dan, net dat ek julle dan AoN kan noem. Wat ek ook, maar ek seker, ek sal maar gaan julle net AoN noem.
Ja, noem ons maar net AoN.
Ja, AoN en Team Rampage.
Maar beestblaas is nou in die lobby. Seker vir beestblaas.
Kijk, die vorige game was het moeilik, want ek ken nie, Stoffel het nie sy naam aangesit nie, so toe kon ek nie dit sê nie. En julle het, al twee spanne het 'n AoN ingehaal, toe mis ek nie dat het sê Dire en Radiant. Wat die lame is.
Hoekom is Vian so?
Nee, maar hy kan spek dan.
Maar dan moet hy seker okay, die
Well,
channel
wait,
move.
let's see.
Great, so ek gaan nou weer cast, so cheerio.
Victor?
Okay, so the second cast is online. Maybe I should have started the stream here, maybe not, I don't know.
Radiant team ban!
Okay, first ban coming in. If they learned from the previous game, ban a support now. Don't ban a carry. Don't ban a carry first. except if you're playing against Admiral Bulldog and they just pick Nature's Prophet first pick, but they're not, so just ban supports.
10 seconds to pick your hero, you moron. Oh, dire team ban!
Yeah, I made my open mic threshold a bit lower, so it shouldn't cut off, I think. Okay, cool, yeah. Support, just ban a
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left
first,
to
and
pick a
that should
hero.
work.
Yeah, 5
I don't
seconds
have
left
any
now.
idea what the draft is yet. Okay, what should the Dire ban? They should ban Skyroth Mage again. That was really good. That was a really good ban. They can ban... I think they
Radiant
have
team
someone
ban.
that likes roaming with Kunkka. They banned Lina. People don't really support with Lina. If there was a Lina pick, it would have been second, last, or last pick. So interesting. It is an interesting pick.
You really gotta pick a hero. You got 10
I
seconds
don't
left.
know why they banned Lina. Should have been anything else.
You better pick your hero. 5 seconds.
They're going into the reserve time in the banning stage. I wouldn't recommend this, as you don't have
Dire
any
team
idea
ban.
what their comp's gonna be yet, so just ban something decent, move on. Don't put your reserve time on banning if you don't have any idea what their team comp's gonna be. Yeah, they should ban a good support now. Kunkka, Witch Doctor. My opinion, they should even like IO. I don't know. I don't think Team Rampage has any IO.
Oh
So,
man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero.
I think it should matter. But yeah, I don't think they play IO, so okay, don't ban IO. But just ban a support. Just ban a decent support. Just ban a decent support, it should be fine. Don't go into reserves on
Radiant
ban.
team ban.
That's a good ban. If they're not gonna pick Sand King, rather just ban it, because it's a very, very strong hero. Very good ban.
Oh,
Just
dire
quickly
team
gonna
ban.
alt tab, so if you can't hear me in Dota, that's why. Okay, I'm just quickly setting something in my on my stream. Night Stalker ban is also really good. If you look at the meta now, like basically always Night Stalker is just a great pickup. He's good at roaming, good at, doesn't need a lot of items, but he's also not bad with a lot of items. He makes stuff happen, he gets kills all around
You really
the
gotta
map.
pick a hero. You got 10
Good
seconds
ban,
left.
and I know Skippy likes
You better pick your hero.
Night Stalker,
5
so he might have
seconds.
picked it for someone. Okay. So,
10
well, that's why
seconds
they
to pick
didn't
your
ban
hero. you
Axe. The
moron.
big difference maker previous game, Chubby
Yeah,
on his
5
Axe.
seconds
That
left
was absolutely. Oh, now it's just
Come on,
Johnny,
dire
but
team, pick it good.
he destroyed them. He honestly turned that game around so hard with his blink call. Now Team Rampage wants a bit of a taste of Axe. Crystal Maiden pick up on AoN. It's a pretty, it's a pretty standard support. Maybe they want the aura regen. If you want to read a bit more into it, you can say maybe they want the aura regen for some kind
10
of
seconds to pick
farmer.
your
Like
hero,
if there's
you
an anti-mage or a
moron.
Magnus or someone that has to use his mana a lot.
5 seconds left now.
Maybe that's why they picked him, but I think it's just a standard when you need a
Come on,
support.
Radiant
Let's
team, you
pick
gotta pick 'em right.
Crystal Maiden. I don't think you need to read too much into that. The Omni Knight you can maybe read into a bit more, because what would they like to pick with the Omni Knight? Probably some kind of melee initiated type hero. Maybe they're going for some kind of combo or Husker Omni, any like basically or just a PA and an Omni, something like that. So you can read a bit more into that. I think. So I think AoN might pick. Like Phantom Assassin or Troll or something that goes well with Omni Knight. Okay, well, enough about that. It's now a. Is it a pick? Yeah, it's a pick for Team Rampage. Okay, so they want something that's good against Omni Knight. I don't know what's good against Omni Knight. I think that's what makes the hero strong. You used to just be able to pick, get a diffuser blade, and that's fine. Maybe just someone that's good at pickoffs. If you can get someone like a Clinks, yeah, but they can't really pick a support like that. So now, yeah, they're gonna pick a support. What supports will they pick? Maybe they'll think Disruptor, because
Radiant team ban.
that is a
Warlock.
Warlock's good. Warlock's really good this patch. Forgot about him. Now, Team Rampage has a ban. Yeah, so they should be thinking, what do they want to pick with Omni Knight? That's what should be going through their minds now. So I'd even just ban the PA now, get it over with.
You really gotta pick a hero.
They can ban an offlaner. But I think they should just be thinking what goes well with Omni Knight and then stop that from happening. That's why I'll ban Phantom Assassin. Yeah, I said Troll. Troll is also a good one. Troll also works well with Omni Knights. Because the thing with PA and Troll is, which you need to think about, is they both have evasion of sorts. So Troll can just do his whirling axes and then people miss him. And PA just straight up has evasion as one of his spells. So getting repel along with evasion, you can see where I'm going. It's basically, it makes it pretty much impossible to kill, because you can't do magic damage, you can't do physical damage. So that's why I said Troll and PA. And they're also obviously melee, so if they stand close to the enemy and Omni Knight heals them,
you really gotta pick a
they're
hero.
gonna
You
do
got 10 seconds
a
left.
boatload of damage.
You better pick your
Kunkka
hero.
ban
5
coming
seconds.
through for AoN. I keep wanting to say Dire. AoN Kunkka ban, great ban. I know Rampage, they still need to pick one of their supports, and I know Team Rampage loves Kunkka, so good. That's a good ban. I'm not sure if the player that plays Kunkka is here today, but if it is, really good ban. Lifestealer ban.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a
No,
hero.
I don't think I'm not with the lifestealer ban. I think the
there's 5
repel was
seconds
already
left
there.
now.
They wouldn't have went for lifestealer in my opinion.
Dire
I could be
team
wrong
pick.
there. Yeah, Chaos Knight ban. Interesting. Well, I guess looking at the picks they have so far, it doesn't seem like AoN is gonna have a lot of crowd control. So it's good and just ban them rather than adapting your strat later, because if it's better to just pick the comp you want to pick than adapt it, because oh no, they suddenly have illusions. So I think that's why they banned the illusions. Maybe they'll even ban Terrorblade as well. Beastmaster pick coming through. That's a very strong pick. I don't know when their team plays Beastmaster. I think I killed Kenny. If he plays him well, should be a big impact hero. Great for early game pushing, great for pickoffs. He's a good solo laner. He can keep up with farm even if he literally can only stand in XP range. Even if he can't really stand in XP range, great hero for off laning.
5 seconds, Morty. It'll be fine.
So I think another support's gonna come through for Team Rampage now. Disruptor, maybe. I'm just guessing what they'll pick. I'm just thinking Disruptor. Maybe they'll pick Dazzle, because Dazzle works well with Axe, and Axe works well against Dazzle, so that's quite interesting, but yeah. I'm sitting back a bit more because this is getting uncomfortable, sitting so much forward. Just changing my open mic threshold a bit more so you'll always be able to hear me when I talk. Oh shit, now my mic's constantly on, so maybe that was a bit too full. Yeah. Why's my mic
Come
on
on,
the whole
Tiger Team,
time?
pick it good.
What's going on? Literally constantly on. Oh, sorry if this sounds horrible because my mic's on the whole time. Oh.
10 seconds to pick your hero, you moron.
Oh, they got the Shadow Demon pick.
5 seconds left now.
All I can think is they're trying to combo it with something, like with a Sunstrike or something, or with a Leshrac stun. Because there's no other reason they would have picked Shadow Demon here. There's no, like, passives they really want to purge with Aghanim Sept or something like that. I just think... Yeah, I think they must be comboing it with something else, so that's something that I should be thinking about.
Come on, Radiant
Maybe
Team,
ban
you gotta pick
Leshrac
him
or
right.
something, I don't know.
Slark.
Slark be coming through, so it's a really, so far AoN has a really aggressive lineup. Like, I mean, Slark, you can't play him the way PR was played the previous game. You can't just jungle the whole time with him. You need to get like one core item up, Shadow Blade or Blink with your Aquila and your Threads, for instance, and then you need to start making stuff happen. You can obviously still farm, but farm while getting kills, while trying to get stuff done, you know? Luna, Team Rampage. Good pick. Really good pick. Good against Beastmaster's minions.
10 seconds to pick your hero, you
Summons.
moron.
Really something they needed to look
you better
for.
pick your hero. 5 seconds.
The Omni Knights can just repower one guy and then the rest of them is gonna get eclipsed. Nice. Gyro would have been a good pick as well, but it's very similar, so yeah, good job. Okay, now they're banning someone. By them I mean AoN needs to probably ban
Radiant Team ban.
I had no idea what they should ban, to be honest. Squap was a good pick, I guess. Well, I think AoN still needs a mid, so they should just ban a mid hero, yeah. Maybe... I don't know, maybe... yeah, Golina
really
was
gotta
already
pick a
banned.
hero. You
so
got 10 seconds left.
I
Yeah,
don't know, dude.
5
I honestly
seconds
don't know
left
what
now.
they should ban. Ronnie could be playing Beastmaster as well, so I don't know.
Radiant Team pick.
Pugna ban. I don't think they would have picked Pugna. I really don't. I really don't think they would have picked Pugna. Obviously that's just an opinion, so who knows. That AFK
You
could
really
just
gotta
need
pick a hero.
to
You got 10 seconds left.
something on my stream, just set it up quick. Set it up. Yeah, okay, well I called it. Yeah, so it's probably gonna be egg into Sunstrike. You know, egg into bonus damage into Sunstrike. We used to run a...
10
My
seconds to
team
pick
used to
your
run
hero.
like a combo way back in the day that was pretty... It was pretty funny, but it was
you better
actually
pick your hero. 5
strong
seconds.
as well. Like you wouldn't expect it to be as strong as it is, but basically just egg into Leshrac stun into Sunstrike. Like insta kill. I can't believe how strong it is. And like it's good to have a Leshrac, it's good to have an Invoker anyway. So it's not really weird lanes So it worked really well. Yeah, I think I might have needed one more thing to go with this combo. Just the egg strikes a bit, not enough burst, enough control, but I did call it. Props.
Silencer.
Get up on in there and choose that hero!
Not a great game for Silencer, I think. I'm gonna be honest. Oh, it is Moji on Slark. This could be a problem. Because Moji likes to farm a lot. Slark is not a hero on which you only farm. You can't only farm on Slark. He needs... not gonna out farm an anti-mage, but he can out kill an anti-mage. Mid-game, early game. So we'll see, maybe he adapts for this hero. I really hope he does. But it could be a problem is all I'm saying. Skippy on the Luna. I know Skippy likes to farm a lot, so that should be a good combo. Gonna put the last hit.
Why aren't they doing anything? They're just standing around.
Oh.
Relax, Morty.
That was questionable at the best.
That's gonna be Axe against the Omni and a Slark. He can actually do really well in that lane. I'm surprised they didn't put... You should always have a range against Axe, in my opinion. Like they should have rather put CM top. Should have rather done that. But yeah, that could be... This Axe can, if he plays it well, and if the die makes some mistakes, I mean, if AoN makes some mistakes, I'm gonna use the team names. Axe can do really well in the solo lane, and it's gonna be a tri-lane bot with Luna, Shadow Demon, and Warlock. So it should be an aggressive... Don't ward like that, Suzu. Okay. Okay, well he just told them they've got a ward there. She did it previous game as well. She needs to learn how to not show the enemy when you're warding. And where you're warding. Suicide Sheep should actually just buy a sentry now, which I think he has done. Yeah, he's gonna make money out of that. Let's see how top lane goes. As I said, Axe can actually do well in this lane if he plays it well. We'll see how that goes. It's Stoffels Invoker versus Chubby, Silencer mid. And it's also a matchup. Okay, and I'm just gonna put the last hits on now. Let's see this D ward coming in. New meta literally made a profit from that. Two gold profit, but it's a profit. It's a profit. And usually it just costs you money straight up. Yeah. The top lane, they're going on the Axe. Axe is very low. He gets the salve in just to make sure he survives it. I don't think it was necessary, but I understand he just didn't want to have any risk involved. But now he's gonna have to buy maybe another salve, or he's gonna have to use his Iron Branch Tango. Maybe it was worth the risk, you know. Very good harassment coming in onto the Beastmaster bots. Having a difficult lane. But like I said, he's one of those heroes that can have a difficult lane, go stack some jungle camps and just be right back in it again. That's what makes him strong. That's what makes him a solo lane. He can just bounce back very easily. Him just taking the DD rune so the enemy team does not, or he might just bring it out, who knows. It seems like Chubby might want it.
Double damage.
Axe still isn't doing bad this lane. I mean, for a 2v1 lane, really not doing bad. I know he used his salve, which was unfortunate, but he should just keep leveling spells, get that power spike going. Maybe AoN doesn't expect it and he can get a free kill. If he can get a free kill in a lane like this, that would be awesome. And they get a turnaround onto the Warlock bot. Warlock maybe overstaying his welcome, maybe getting a bit overconfident with how strong they've been getting. Almost a kill for Shadow Demon onto the Crystal Maiden. That random stop from CM saving him. It didn't seem like a purposeful dodge, maybe it was, but it just seemed like he stopped for no reason. Well, it saved them, so... Okay, so... really good turnaround on the bot lane from Kenny. I think Team Rampage maybe just they got a bit too confident with how good the lane was going, thought they are invulnerable, thought they can do just what they want, and they were proved wrong, they were proved vulnerable. Okay, so what Daya might be considering doing now is just getting a pull onto the top lane. The thing is, then Moji won't be able to get his last hits, so it's a difficult call, but it seems like they are going for the pull, which is not going to work because the two lanes have converged before the pull can come in. Some harassment coming in onto Skippy bots, but nothing too detrimental. You can just keep going on with the farm. And if I can suggest one thing to play a bit differently in the bot lane, but more Lucent Beam spams, but I know the mana cost is insane, so I don't know, I just pop like one Lucent Beam onto that Beastmaster. It should chase him away, make him last hit a bit less, and if it doesn't make him, okay, there we go. Okay, so now we can show a bit again. It seems like they're going on Axe top, but Axe with the turnaround, and this is exactly what I meant. Underestimating the Axe's power, getting Axe a kill. That's exactly what they needed. That's exactly what I mean with the Axe. Even though he has 10 last hits, he's a lot stronger in that lane than one might expect. That's why they got the kill onto Slock. I know the repel, yes, technically the purification could have came in a bit earlier, but they still wouldn't have been able to kill Axe. I mean, look at his HP, it was under the tower. So, under selling Axe's power can cause that to happen. I killed Kenny and Suicide Sheep going on the wraparound in the bot lane, for the wraparound in the bot lane, but Shadow Demon sensing it and stopping it from happening. Zuzu getting almost to half HP as they're going on Crystal Maiden. If a Sunstrike comes through, he's dead. Even without a Sunstrike, he's dead. Maybe they can even get the Beastmaster. If the Sunstrike is good, they just needed one more Lucent Beam, and great turnaround by Rampage. Great turnaround by Rampage in the bot lane. Keeping their cool, knowing when to re-engage, and that's exactly what happens when you do everything by the book. Okay, so that makes up for the kills killed Kenny got earlier, and see what I mean with the top lane. Axe, never underestimate Axe, especially if you've got two melee heroes. Really well played by Axe. He kept his cool, he knows the last hits is a secondary in this lane because he has a lot of killing potential, and I honestly think it's maybe also just a bit of cockiness from AoN. They might have just oversold themselves because Axe is playing so passively. They think they're a lot stronger than him, when it's not the case. Axe is good against melee Euros. Okay, so finally a mid gang coming in. This is long awaited, and let's see if the Sunstrike comes through. Sunstrike, Meteor, Deafening Blast. It should be a kill. They barely get the kill, but they do get the kill. Great mid gang. That's exactly what Invoker needed to solidify his lead. And it's a more than 1k advantage for Radiant now. Nothing too detrimental. I mean, for Rampage. I'm going to stop saying Radiant and Dire. So it's a 1k net worth lead for Rampage now, which, I mean, it's comebackable for AoN, but it's definitely not what you'd want, especially with an aggressive tri-lane. You'd think you'd have a bit more farm. The top 3 last hitters are head and head. I mean, 40 last hits at 8 minutes each. That's really good. That's really high level last hitting, and yeah, good job by them getting all these last hits. Good job, Moji, getting a lot of last hits, even though the lane is more difficult than one would want. AoN going on Shadow Fiend, Shadow Demon bots, but I don't think they'll be able to get the kill. The move speed on Shadow Demon just too insane. I know the boots rush is very judged thing to do, but they get the kill onto Crystal Maiden because Shadow Demon can just evade them with the boots. So if it works, I guess it works. Maybe the meta has changed. Maybe getting boots on support early now is actually a good choice. It would definitely help him a lot there. It helped him a lot more than if he would have had to, if he had a magic wand, because they literally just couldn't chase him down. A lot more forgiving of a build. Axe playing extremely aggressively on top now. I'm pretty sure Slog's gonna start calling in for a rotation now. CM, please help me. Omni-Knight, please help me. But he's still doing well with the last hits. Like he's at the top of the board when it comes to last hits. So he has 10 magic sticks. So maybe they decided it's worth it. Maybe they decided it's worth it to rather just get some more farm onto the Beastmaster, which makes sense as they're going on the Luna now, getting the hard carry on Team Rampage, and even going further and maybe getting the Warlock as well. They just need to be careful for the Sunstrike here. Sunstrike shouldn't be able to bring him down. Okay, good job. 2 kills, great rotation, it proved to be worth it, leaving the Slog alone for a bit. Where's the Axe? Now the Axe TP'd in as well, so now it's a free lane for Slog. So just getting a bit more of an aggressive lane on Team AoN proved to be a great call, since, I mean, look at that turnaround. They killed their carry, they killed the support, they forced an Axe rotation. That's huge. I mean, now they have a less than, now Team Rampage has less than a 1k advantage. It's almost even again.
I'll take that. I'm going into hiding.
Okay, so Suicide Chief seeing what he can do with his invisibility, hoping they don't have a sentry ward. It pings out the Warlock, maybe they decide to go on him, especially if Warlock tries to place a ward, but no, they're focusing on the big one, they're focusing on Skippy. I think it's a bit too far for them though, but they might still be able to get the Shadow Demon. They have Raw up in 10 seconds, so this fight should go the way of AoN. One more hit onto Shadow Demon, maybe Luna even overextended now. No one going down at the moment. Finally the Shadow Demon goes down. Half a minute after the rotation finally came through. The power of Eclipse is shown there as it basically gets 2 kills on Team Rampage, and Skippy just kiting the Omni-Knight now. Nothing Omni-Knight can do. But I don't think they'll be able to re-engage onto Omni-Knight either, so very good turnaround by Team Rampage at the end. It looked like it would go in the way of Team AoN, but they turned it around and made it a pretty much even trade. Sunstrike, Cold Snap going through onto the Silencer, which was a bit meditated, but it probably thought the Silencer is gonna push him a bit there, and thought it was worth it. And they want to go on the Axe top Well, it seems like they want to go on top, but they really need to be aware of how strong this Axe is. Axe even has his blink up, so if there's one more rotation from Team Rampage in the top lane, they should be able to kill Slark again, which would be really bad since it's is 0 for 2 already and Axe is on a killing spree. Crystal Maiden seems like he wants to gank the Invoker mid, but Invoker is very aware of it as they do have a ward that spotted him picking up the haste rune. Now the rotation from Team Rampage is even coming in, and that could maybe solidify a kill for them onto Team Rampage. AoN deciding it might be a good call to go on Axe top, or they might be going on Shadow Demon as well. Not sure though, but it seems like mid is going to die again as Chubby gets Ek comboed, and it just shows the power of that combo. So 2 killing sprees on Team Rampage at the moment, and Omni Knight may be a bit out of... Crystal Maiden may be a bit out of position here, but at least Omni Knight comes to save him. If he gets the repower off, no, he doesn't have repower yet, so great skill from Team Rampage. They might even get the Omni Knight here as the Sunstrike comes through, but it doesn't... he misjudged the movement of Omni Knight. Batmeister calls GG for some reason, and it's probably a joke, because I mean it's literally a 1k change in... It's literally a 1k difference in net worth, so they're very much still in this game. They need to realize like the kills don't matter as much as you think they do. Because if you look at what's happening around the map, both teams have all 3 of their towers. The gold is pretty much the same, but the kills is making you think you're behind. You just need to keep a calm mind. You need to realize it doesn't matter as much as you think it does.
Denied!
Because it's literally a 1k difference. That was probably a joke, just a bit of banter. But if it was, it wasn't. I don't know, dude. Okay, well, Egg coming through on Ike. Kenny does invoke, have Sunstrike. He does have Sunstrike. He's probably going to cast it in base. Maybe he's a bit asleep or someone's going on in mid, but he could have definitely gotten a kill there. He just needed to try. He could have also turned on the... Okay, great initiation from Axe. He gets 3 in the core. Great Sunstrike from Invoker. Wow, good Sunstrike. Perfectly read when the Axe core duration would end, and CM just walks right into it. Great Meteor, timed it perfectly, and 2 kills for Team Rampage. This is going really well. While that's happening, Skippy is even pushing out the bot lane. Kenny doesn't seem too happy about it as he charges Skippy, but nothing he can do about it. Meanwhile, Team Rampage is still going on the mid tower, which is huge since it's by far the most important tower, and this is where the game starts getting... This is where people start getting a lead. If Team Rampage keeps doing this, oh, it's gonna be a runaway. This is exactly what I did not want Slark to do. You shouldn't farm as much with Slark. You should just get your blink up, get your Shadow Blade up, and start helping in fights. That's how the Euro, that's how people play the Euro, that's how pros play the Euro. That's why he's good. He's not good because he's a flash farmer. He's not, even though he is farming really well, and 103 lost hits, 15 minutes in with Slark is, it's a good amount to have. It's even a lot more than Luna has. That's unfortunately not how you're supposed to play him. So after the Shadow Blade, I don't think he should have picked up Echo Saber already. I think it should have just been a Ring of Aquila. But after the Shadow Blade, needs to start participating in fights. That's what can give them a comeback. Not a farmed jungling Slark. A comeback could be a Slark with a Shadow Blade getting pickoffs on the Luna, getting pickoffs on Warlock, Axe, anyone. But maybe that's just what I think. It's not statistically proven to be a worse choice here. It's just my experience. AoN still has a really good chance in this game. 2k disadvantage. Rampage seems like they should be able to get the kill onto Ike or Kenny. Will AoN be able to get a return kill onto Skippy though? If they are able to do this, the fight would definitely be worth it. Moji deciding to help with the fight, which is really good. They get one kill onto the Shadow Demon, and Luna goes down before she gets the kill onto Chubby, which means it's not great, but at least AoN gets something done, considering how bad that fight started. Only problem is Axis pushing the top lane at the moment. So yeah, Rampage basically won that fight 4v5. Rampage pushing bot lane, pushing top lane. They won't get top lane, but it seems like bot lane might be a different story as the tower is already at 30% HP and Suicide Sheep might be about to die. Could have been a bait though, as Warlock almost died and Chubby doesn't manage to get Warlock first, so yeah. Max deciding to stay with the top lane, getting a bit more farm up. Michael Kenny catching up with farm. Max initiating on Omni Knight's up. Should be fine for Omni Knight. Meanwhile, tier 2 is being pushed by Team Rampage at the bot lane.
Jeez, man, they're getting washed.
It's great for them. Tier 2, 18 minutes in, good job. Team is about to walk into Luna. Maybe Luna can get the skill. She should be able to get the skill. Great Sunstrike by Invoker. Reading the movement perfectly this game, I have to say. As an Invoker player myself, his Sunstrikes are on point this game. The only one he missed was because CM stopped for no reason. Shadowblade plus Alacrity on Luna. Maybe she re-engages. You know, they decide to back. They decide they're overextending, which I agree with. Overall, great players from Team Rampage, staying just as long as they should be, and backing when it's deemed worthy. As I say that, Warlock's out of position, warding when he's not supposed to, she's not supposed to, and yeah, getting Warlock killed. 7k advantage for Team Rampage at the moment. It's not what you want. Not what you want if you are AoN at the moment. Suicide Sheep taking a bit of a risk placing these wards, but pays off. Good. It's good to place aggressive wards when you're behind. Don't just turtle in. Don't just accept that you're behind, and you need to play to win. Don't need to play not to lose. You need to play to win. If that makes sense. To take initiative, try and force fights even if you're behind, and judging by these wards, this is what AoN is trying to do.
I'll take that.
I also told them before the game, if you're ever behind, like far behind in net worth, don't try to outfarm them, try to kill them, try to make something happen, try to get a pick off, because you're not going to outfarm people who's already so far in a net worth lead, especially if they have a Luna, which literally farms a wave in no time. Yeah, they need to start making stuff happen. It seems like that is what they are planning on doing. As you can see, most of AoN is on the top side of the map, which if they smoke gank now, they'll definitely be able to get a good kill off. I think if you're looking at warding, you only look at warding, AoN is doing a great job, even a better job than Team Rampage, because they're placing the aggressive wards. They're not just accepting that they're behind. They're trying to make something happen. Whereas Team Rampage is already in the lead, but they're placing defensive wards, which if you think about it doesn't make sense at all. Why would you place defensive wards? You play basically a Raw coming in on Invoker, but it doesn't seem like they're able to get him enough Deathing Blast coming through. Guardian Angel on the Omni Knight, but it doesn't matter because Invoker's only magical damage. And a 2-for-1 for Team Rampage. Skippy seems like he might maybe die at least. Even he gets out, so overall, a really good fight for Team Rampage. Good turnaround. It was initiation from Team AoN. They are trying to make something happen, but it was maybe just a bit too deep. As Axe even seems like he's going to get chubby on the silencer. Re-engage on Moji. Great kill onto the Invoker, but might be too little too late, as it seems like he's going to die now as well. So was it worth it? I don't think so, because he's the carry on Team AoN and it's a 1v3 trade so far. Suicide Sheep maybe extending his weapon as well. He also goes a bit deep into enemy lines.
Oh boy, Tiger's bottom tower's getting hit.
Great fight by Rampage. As they only lose Invoker, and well, they get 4 or 3 kills. I think they got 4 kills from it. Good job. A lot of banter coming in from both teams, just keeping it lighthearted. It's just a scrim. It's nothing too important. It's just for practice, and it seems like they both know it. Your Invoker tops, I must say, Stoffels. I remember showing him some stuff about Invoker, and his Invoker really got good. He put in the practice, he put in the time, and he's definitely getting the fruits of his labor at the moment as he's owning. His Sunstrikes are on point, his combos are on point, he's synchronizing well with the Shadow Demon, so you can see his team has good communication as well. I'm not sure who's the leader, I think it's Stoffel as well, so if it's the captain, he's also doing a really good job because the rotations are there. It really seems like they're a different team than they were previous game. They're just playing it better. Maybe they picked something comfortable. Look at this combo coming into Beast Master. Basically, it literally doesn't have any mana left. He's extremely slow, and he's there. Good job, Stoffels. Really solid. Knows he doesn't have to use the full Meteor Deathwing Blast combo there. He can only do the EMP Icefall, and it will work well enough. Now he still has the Meteor and Deathwing Blast ready. Meanwhile, Moji is pushing top, making the best out of the situation, at least forcing some TPs, forcing some rotations. So good job by Moji, seeing the gap where he can find it, and maybe a misclick on the R. Maybe it's just the power of Radiant getting to him, but now he doesn't even have his ultimate, so he's just getting initiated off. He bounces out of the way, but the Deathwing Blast range is just a little bit too far. Good job by Invoker. Very good job. Even the Sunstrike damage coming through, showing it was worth it. Absolutely brilliant game from Stoffels this game. Really good game from Stoffels. Sunstrike coming through onto it. Crystal Maiden gets Crystal Maiden as well. 13 for 1 on this Invoker. He's unstoppable. Meanwhile, Skippy is farming. While this Invoker is doing all of this hard work, Skippy is farming top of the leaderboard when it comes to last hits. AoN needs some good fights. AoN needs some good fights, or they're not gonna do this. Ooh, something to turn this game around. Just need to stop farming. Just accept that they're so far behind with farming. Get a good fight. That's the only way they can turn this around. Maybe they should probably go on the Invoker first, as it's just doing so much from the back. It seems like they have the same idea as they do go and Invoker first, and Invoker just mouse. They might even get the axe as well. The blade mail comes through as Stark attacks and almost kills himself. He could get a Culling Blade here, but he doesn't. The Willing Axis comes in just in time, and overall that's exactly what I wanted from them. That's exactly what they should have done. They realized they have to take fights now. They can't be farming anymore. They need to try to get a comeback into this game. Warlock using his ult properly. Unfortunately for him, the block ult's already up again, and he gets a comeback. Good sentry ward by Warlock, as this might get Stock killed, but it seems like Stock almost kills the Warlock instead.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Stock doing a really good job guiding them, baiting them, forcing them to fight, while Kenny is going on, but he decides it's a bit of an overextension, which I agree with. And decides to stop going on the Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon actually turning a bit on the Beastmaster, deciding, dude, you're on my side of the map. And he kills the Beastmaster. Great job by Shadow Demon. The Soul Catcher bonus damage along with all his other spells just bursted the Beastmaster. Beastmaster didn't expect it. He thought he was playing on the back foot, but that was apparently not the case. Heavy trying to catch up with the farm that he missed early in the game, as he's he's like 6k behind, about 6k behind the guy he laned against. So that just shows you how dominant, how well Stoffel has been playing this game. Really good game by Stoffel, showing us why practice matters. Lots of things coming in onto Moji at the moment, as they have ward spotting him out. Skippy should know Moji's coming in his way, and he's playing like he knows it as well. He's ready. Good deal ward by Batmeister. Unfortunately, we won't be able to catch the observer ward they placed, because it is a pretty strong and unexpected observer ward spot that Team Rampage placed there. Seems like AoN wants to make something happen. They go on the Warlock first. Good pick off onto the Warlock. That's exactly what they need. They might need to just get back now. Just kite them for the moment, as Team Rampage is looking to reinitiate. They get the kill onto Crystal Maiden. And I think AoN decides that's enough. That was worth it. Let's get back. Let's stop this fight. Great tornado dodge by Moji. Very, very good tornado dodge by Moji. And Moji is playing this exactly how I wanted him to play it. He's farming whilst also fighting. Imagine he didn't fight at all this game, how far behind they would have been. They're already far behind. Double Sun Strike onto Ike Kenny, nothing he can do. Gets him. Sudden Luna's power shines through, as they literally just mauled through 2 sets of frags. Moji at least gets the kill onto the Invoker, but he has to get back now since the clips comes through, and Skippy seems like he's just melting him. He's finally online and it's showing. Moji might pounce the Luna. If he does, it's a great kill. Ultra kill by Moji. Brilliant plays by Moji. Keeping them in this game, making sure they still have a fighting chance, making sure there's a hope for them in this game. A rampage on Moji, as he literally just kills everyone. Stayed alive with 15% HP, the majority of that fight, but just made it work, made it happen, giving them a fighting chance. As I said, they're still behind, but the fact that he's fighting so well, the fact that he's getting farm while also fighting, making it possible. He knows the mid tower is important, which is why he goes for the mid tower in a while. Good to go for objective after team up, after a rampage even. He still has 28 essence shifts and stacks on him, so definitely important for him to get this tower. A lot of things from the Invoker coming in on this start. Will they get this kill here? Axe should have shift clicked his blink. He would have made it then, but now Mage's just attacking him with the Blade Mail active. He doesn't care. He's confident. He's cocky. He knows he can do this, and he's right. He can do it. He gets the kill. He gets the kill onto the axe. Gets the tower. All for a silence kill. I mean, silence is so far behind now. It doesn't even matter anymore. Very good job. Very good job by
I'll take that.
OG and by AoN. It was a good idea to go for the tower there. Always try to get an objective if you can after a team wipe. And the bot tower is starting to lose some HP. Michael Kenny using like 30% of his HP from one
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack! Oh man! Way to go! Radiant's bottom tower is completely gone!
bit of casualty warding from the Warlock. It's a really good game so far, honestly. It's absolute entertainment to watch. Moji going on the Warlock. Again, it's getting so many pickoffs onto this Warlock. Warlock maybe just needs to invest into anything else than an Aghanim Scepter. Realize it's not the carry this game, or she's not the carry this game. She needs to get something to survive, a Ghost Scepter, Force Staff, anything. Just don't go like aggressive Aghanim Scepter. Maybe just build that Staff of Wizardry into a Force Staff, as this aggressive build on Warlock is not working out at the moment and he needs some survivability. Stoffels just doing a good job pushing out all the lanes, making sure AoN can't capitalize too much on these pickoffs they're getting. But nonetheless, it's a good job that AoN is getting pickoffs at all, considering how far they were behind in net. With now it's only 6k, now it's anyone's game. Now pretty much just who plays better at this point. They've got good wards up on AoN's side of the map, which Moji spotted out since he is slot, and they initiated from him on the ground, low ground. So if you didn't know it already, you definitely knows it now. Good deal wards coming in, good calls from Moji, telling them to do wards, telling them there's wards there, and good response from Crystal Maiden to be right on it, to be on top of it, and do his part. And another burst onto Warlock. Will they even get the Luna as well? No, someone forced off him up the high ground. If that was a teammate that did that, was a magnificent forced off. The clips coming through does a lot of damage, but doesn't seem like he even has a kill yet. Meanwhile, Boka bursts down Slog, which is a massive kill to get. 1v2 at the moment. AoN just needs to get back. They don't have HP, they don't have anything. They just need to get back. Realize that they've done what they can in this fight and just honestly go back to the base. Seems like they should be able to get IQ off Kenya as well. What happened there is it started out as a pretty decent fight for AoN, but they split up, they don't know who to go on, and they overstayed their welcome and they lost the fight. So a bit of a misplay. Always difficult in the heat of the moment to know exactly who to go, and that's why you need prior communication. Great call from Axe. Icon getting brought back and he managed to kill him again. And even in the battle master seems like he's probably about to die. And what seemed like a game where AoN was making the comeback, one fight, one team fight, made all the difference, and all of a sudden it's
all fake. Dyer's middle barracks are poof, disappeared. Dyer's middle towers under
2 racks
attack.
for Team Rampage. Good job by Team Rampage keeping their cool, and even getting a kill on the team here is going to be worth it. Yeah, it seems like Stoffel isn't even going to die. Nope, Magic comes in and wow, Stoffel absolutely destroys him. Even gets the Warlock as well. Great double kill. But is it delaying the inevitable at this point? I don't think so. I think AoN still has a chance. They should. It's good that they're not calling GG. They still have a Rax. They've been doing well the 3 fights before the last one. This just shows the power of pushing out lanes. This Invoker kept pushing out lanes, and as soon as they win a fight, they get a Rax. As soon as they win a fight, they get a Rax. Whereas on AoN's side, they won like 3 fights in a row, but they couldn't get a Rax because it's pushed out too much on their side of the map. Moji goes on Team Rampage top, pounces on the Shadow Demon. He's getting quite low. He has his ult in 3 seconds ago. Decides to Shadow Blade. Decides to not take the risk. Goes on the Luna though. An overall great fight from AoN. Very good fight from AoN. Now they just need to try and get any objective. Any objective. I know it's difficult. The lanes are pushed out so much. But they need to try get Roche. They need to try push mid as far as they can. Do something with this. Yeah, I think AoN just needs to try somehow, maybe with the Beastmaster, push out the lanes a bit more, because the lanes are too close to their side of the map. Might be too little too late, as they've already lost 2 racks. Maybe they should just turtle now as well. Are going for objective, they are going for a tier 2 mid. Sunstrike coming in onto Slark, but it won't do anything. It stops the push a bit, so it does do something, my bad. But he didn't have creeps anyway, so yeah. Oh, and Invoker just completely stopping the push. They're not even gonna take the tower. Really good job by Invoker. Pushing the lanes out, and when the enemy pushes, he just completely stops them from being able to do that.
Double damage.
A tie.
Practice makes perfect, and that's certainly the case with Stoffels, as you can see. Burker. I think he's waiting for his Sunstrike. He's gonna Sunstrike Roche as soon as that's off cooldown again, because he is sensing it. He knows all of them are missing. He knows he needs to try and do something, and I'm guessing he's gonna Sunstrike Roche, but I think it's gonna be too little too late. Almost got the last hit on Roche though, so I was really close to being very detrimental to Team AoN, but they do get the Roche, they do get the Aegis, so they did get an objective for that team for that they won. Now they just don't, whatever they do, they shouldn't play on the back foot. Fights need to be on their terms. They need to control it. Really good job by Moji this game. He's playing like an absolute beast. Now just giving a couple of attacks. And something's coming through. Luna just giving a couple of attacks on Slark, remembering how strong he is and just getting back again. The bounty runes spawn in 2 seconds. The teams don't seem to be very aware of it, as no one is really moving towards it. Even Chubby is literally almost against the rune and he's not picking it up. I think Slark just realized, oh yeah, we should probably pick up the bounty runes, but it's a little too late, as Invoke already got his bounty rune. Kenny, it's a bit late, but he got their bounty rune, and yeah, at the moment AoN seems to be on top with this bounty spawn, but they expected Team Rampage to have already taken their bot bounty rune, which they haven't. So, and I mean, he has a Hawk. He should have just checked, just spawned with the Hawk, flew it to the bounty rune, and checked. But yeah, I was about to think about a lot in the moment. Don't you forget. Okay, AoN is going to have to defend top lane. As Luna's already there, he's pretty much already at the tower. I think they finally realized it. Please just swap your TP scroll slot. Yeah, he's putting it in. Decided, okay, shit, yeah, they need to defend this. But they can actually maybe even initiate onto this Luna. It seems like they believe so as well, as they roll onto the Luna. Invoker finally arrives to the fight, but it's a 3v. It's a 3v3. AoN can actually do this. If they keep chasing onto the Luna, they can kill him. Really good Sentry Ward. Really strained and weirdly placed in Sentry Ward, but it was won't stop Moji from initiating onto Invoker. And I think at this point AoN is just over-initiating, they just need to all that get back. That's it, they do get the kill onto Luna though, so maybe there's a fight they can take. Axe coming in with his cool blade now. Slock's ult is on full normal, he might have to back off to this. But he decides the Aegis is it's a worthy expenditure of the Aegis, and I totally agree with them. They get 4 kills, now they just need some objective. Someone needs to defend the base. Warlock seems like she's going for somewhat of a rat player, as she's in AoN's base, but I don't think she'll be able to do too much with this, because there's 2 TPs coming in, and now Warlock's even about to die, so seemed like a good idea on paper, but just the TP's proved to be a little bit too much, and now the Warlock is just about to die. While this happens, Moji decided not to use his TP, which was a great choice, and he is pushing top. Now, trust his team. Able to kill those people. BKB's gonna come through, I think. He doesn't want to lose his mana again. Makes sense. Ghost walk onto Invoker, made sure that Moji can't kill him. Invoker seems like he's not done with this. He didn't give up yet. He wants to do something here. Clark realizes it, tries to get back. At least he spots a sentry ward on the way out. Very difficult sentry ward to deal with though, but at least he knows. At least he knows he gave the information to their team, and OG doing a really good job this game. And I know I'm putting a lot on Moji at the moment, but it is worth to say, like, his team is backing him a lot. The Omni Knight is repelling him, the Omni ults are doing a lot. His team is doing a lot of work as well. The Beastmaster rules coming in, the Crystal Maiden blink, freeze coming in. There's a lot of things done by the teammates as well that's really having a great impact. Commending Moji, because it's a very high pressure situation being a carry in a game like this, and he's delivering. He's doing his job. He's doing what he has to do. Okay, there's no fights going on at the moment. Let me just get a cook. Okay, never mind. Tomato onto mid lane. The repower comes in just too late, so he lost. So Omni Knight lost not the majority, like 30% or so of his mana. Nothing too detrimental though. It's pretty chill. It's pretty chill. Let me just get a coke quick.
This'll come in handy.
See Invoker Sunstriked Roche. Sorry, I just a camera somewhere where it's gonna be useful. AFK-ish. Team Rampage still doing a good job keeping the lanes pushed out. I think it's especially easy now with the super creeps that they've got, so
upon a loyal warrior.
this is a really good game of Dota to spectate. I mean, look at the wards all over the map. Look at the farm on these heroes. Look at how far it's pushed up. Even just the storyline of this game. AoN being so far behind and starting to make the comeback. And as soon as it seems like they could be win it again, they lose a team fight, lose another racks. It seems all over. They just played their cards perfectly, and look where they are now. It's really anyone's game.
Invisibility.
X onto Slark. I don't think it will avail into too much though. Blink coming in from Axe a little bit too late. Maybe a bit of a premeditated Guardian Angel from Omni Knight, as well, it was definitely, but yeah, because the fight never happened. It was just a little bit of a poke from both sides and nothing too much. It seems like both teams are playing more or less around the Roche, but they're just waiting for this for Roshan to spawn. But
Dire's middle tower's under attack.
it's still a while before the spawn. I think this clock's really confusing. I think it's like 4 minutes. I'm really not sure. Oh, Slock, it picked off finally. He has a Shadow Blade. Do they have a Sensual? They have Dust, but it doesn't seem like they're casting it. The TP is finally coming through, and Shadow Demon doesn't get the egg off, so they don't get the Slock kill. I honestly thought Slock's dead there, but he proved us wrong. He played like he's stuck there. Really good job by Slock. Evading them, juking them so well. Casting the BKB at the perfect time, and just realizing when he has a gap to TP, and he used it. Team Rampage going on the Shrine top. While that happened, I just sees his gap to go on the top lane. Blink BKB ult from CM doesn't result too much as Team Rampage just backs off. Slot might finally be killed. No, he got his ult off in time, and Axe Ball only onto one. But it seems like Slot pulled away. Good fight between Rampage so far as they are getting kills off. It's Brown. He got 3 kills so far, but Mojis is back on his way back into the fight. Maybe he'll be able to accomplish a lot here. Maybe I'm just putting a little bit too much pressure on him, but he has been performing so well this entire game. He has been doing so much work.
That force field leads me to believe that Dire have fortified their
2-man tornado from Stoffels, just creating space, putting that ice wall down, making sure they can't touch them. They can't touch Team Rampage. AoN just has to accept Team Rampage got mega creeps. They play their cards a little bit wrong, and Team Rampage got mega creeps. Moji might get the kill between both though.
Oh boy, Dire's Ancient's under attack. You know what?
As this is happening, they need to defend the Ancient, as it's already almost at half HP. They've got a boatload of creeps on it, and
Dire's Ancient is under attack.
seems like they would be able to defend this, but Suicide Sheep going down in the process. This is going to get even worse, because AoN doesn't really have too much wave clear, and the mega creeps are coming. These bad boys are coming in, and
oh, Dire's Ancient's under
it seems
attack.
like they're called GG. Let's see if anyone cancelled it.
Oh, Dire's Ancient's under attack.
3, 2, 1. Okay, someone cancelled it. It would have been a bit of a premeditated GG call. I've won worse games. It sucks, but it sucks that they got the mega creeps. The comeback was going so well. I mean, look, it's literally a 1k advantage, gold advantage for AoN now. That's how well they came back into this game. When the lanes are so far pushed out into your base, one team fight and they get megas. That's how it works. Unfortunately. Fortunately for AoN, unfortunately for Rampage.
Dire's Ancient is under attack.
Double damage.
Oh, the Ancient's getting tagged down. They're not focusing the catapults, which they should be doing.
Under attack.
Go on the catapults, boys. Go on the catapults. At least CM has plus 250 attack speed, so that's something. I mean, it's gonna help. Maybe she should, honestly, I think she should just go right click now. That sounds so ridiculous, saying in like a scrim that everyone's been taking seriously, but yeah, it's gonna be unexpected. She has BKB. She's pretty much already got a somewhat of a right click build, and obviously the main thing is gonna help with the mega creeps.
Alright, Radiant just wiped out the
Immortality.
Roshan guy!
Team Rampage, realizing how far of a lead they have now, how much map control they have, and just walking in, taking Rosh. No, AoN can't do anything about it, they just have to turtle, have to win the Ancient. Team Rampage they're not gonna start trolling around now, they're gonna take this seriously, they're in it to win it. So, AoN defends this, it's legitimately because they were strong enough to defend the mega throne push. Seems like Warlock doesn't even care. He's just dropping the golems, going on the Ancients immediately. Slog's still alive at least. He's a bit far away now. At the moment, the Ancient is getting attacked, which is pretty important. Invoker keeping them busy while his team is attacking the throne. Yeah, kill onto silence, kill onto CN, kill onto slot, and it's GG. Good job, great game, very entertaining, could have went either way. MVP Slok, even though he lost, he did really well, and Invoker as well. Wow, played Jebben.
Ja.
Yo. So sin, weet jy, ek het in die begin was ek bang, want ek was soos, ek het geweet jy gaan moet farm en engage, soos en jy gaan moet, jy weet die altyd in die fight ook wees, so ek so shit, want ek weet jy love 'n stukkie farm, maar het jy dit gedoen, jy het soos, jy het gefarm en jy het geengage en het goed gegaan, dit was, jy het perfect gespeel. Ja, ek het gesê, even aan die einde van die game, MVP Slaak, al het hulle verloor, jy het perfect gespeel. Ja dude, Stoffel ook, want weet jy, ek seker ek het hom nog soos goed geleer van Invoker in die begin, en hy het my gevra oor builds en goed, en toe gaan oefen hy so baie dit, en sulke goed is hy nou, hy is soos insane in Invoker. Ja, dan push hy mid en dan goal snap hy jou net, en dan tornado hy jou net.
Weet jy hoe moeilik is het om 'n slaap te daai en uitlik?
Jy het rarig goed gespeel, wel dan.
Tom het my opgefok, maar
Hey Johnny, ek dink jy was op 'n game daar.
Maar daai silencer pick.
Wat? Ja, die silencer pick is 'n goeie pick, hè. Of wat dink jy?
Die silencer pick, toe ek het sien, dis ek soos bad
Hulle
pick.
vra kan jy hulle link vir die stream.